identify ourselves as spirit, then we can release all of these issues in the world much, much more easily. So to say that the fact is, I am not apart from, I am a part of. I'm a part of. I'm a part of this greater self. Not only am I a part of it, I'm an indispensable part of it. It can't be whole without, if I'm part of God, if I am part of creation, it can't be whole without me. So let's think about the connotation of this. When I hold myself apart from, when I take my consciousness and I say I'm over here and everybody else is over here, I have actually made, in my mind, can't really happen, but in my mind I've made creation incomplete. I've made my family incomplete. I've made my community incomplete. I mean, these are just symbols, the communities that we gather in the world. Think about just, I don't want to offend anybody, but in the system that we have set up and that we are participating in, let's just say in this country, if you don't vote, you are holding yourself apart from the system. And this is one of the main reasons why then it'd be a good idea if you didn't complain. Participate. Not just by voting, do other things, participate. And here, what we can do as a result of our spiritual path is that we can participate in a way that's truly helpful. We don't have to be rabid. We don't have to be angry at what we may think of from time to time as the other side. Just relax. Go in there and do what you think is right, be helpful, and still love everybody involved. There's no reason to be upset. So we are a part of, knowing what's important. There's only one problem in our lives, and there's only one solution to the problem. The problem is the belief that we are separate from God. The solution is oneness. What is important is that we take a moment to affirm this idea, to affirm the atonement, the at-one-ment. Atonement in traditional terms, it's always kind of meant you have to do something to make up for the sin that you've committed. Some act of atonement. You're regretful and then you do something to make up for it. Well, what atonement means in the context of what we're talking about really is the same thing. But we remember there's only one sin, one mistake. And that mistake was thinking we're separate from God. And so to make up for that, to atone for thinking we're separate from God, it's like the simplest thing in the world. Well, it seems so. Just stop thinking you're separate from God. Start thinking that you're one with God. There, it's done. And that's why many people say atonement in a different way. They say at one-ment. At one-ment. So I've changed my mind to be at one with. So we are healed then and brought together in God, in creation, right now. Where we fooled ourselves before, thinking that we were separate, we now know the truth. Less ego, more spirit. Now, listen, you can't get any more spirit. You have all the spirit there is already. But the idea is, the less I focus on the things of the ego, the more I will focus on the things of the spirit, and the more I will experience those things. And it will change my mind. It will change my mind, it will change my experience. So we are healed and brought together. The ego, which is all important to itself, has absolutely no importance in God. Actually, in creation, it's not even recognized. So not only does it have no importance, it has no real existence. So let's go forward today. Keep our attention on the importance of the truth, that God is one, and that we are one with God. And we'll not allow anything to distract us from that single idea, which will heal all relationships, That idea to say, this is the healing of any fractured relationship whatsoever, as if I say, I am not separate from you. You and I go to, in my mind, to see it as true. I'm not separate from you no matter what grievances I've held in the past, no matter how I think you're wrong or you think I'm wrong. I am not separate from you. You and I go together. Without you, I cannot go to oneness. Because for me to hold you out because of any kind of opinion that I have of your bad behavior, any feeling that I have that you may be a threat to me, for me to hold you out is to keep myself incomplete. You and I go together. We're all in this together. Undistracted. One with God, one with our fellows.